Alright, week 3. Finally, it's week 3. Alright, let's see who we get to be doing stuff for in the story now. I am pretty sure it is going to be Zavala, because all of, like, the weekly dialogue... I've been, like, grinding off-screen, all the weekly dialogue leading up until now seems to be implying that Zavala will be the one who will be getting the, God, what am I'm drawing a blank. He'll be getting the one that gets the missions going forward. Like, we're going to be helping out Zavala, supposedly. And I am curious to see if that actually will be the case. Before we go anywhere, though, I'm going to try to grab all my bounties. I forget I have this Destiny app. I can just do it from Orbit. No, we're good. Alright, we're going to Helm anyways. I'll grab the bounties from the Helm there. My assumption is it's going to be Zavala. Like, H.E.L.M, I feel like hers will be the big bad one that we do, like, at the very end. Raise precision. Don't know why I have these shoulders on. I'll take that out of there. Delete that, delete this. Shove Ash and Wake into the vault for now. You can delete that, Clint. Human minds greatly improves recharge rate while your super is charged. I don't know how effective Holofire Heart is. But I'm just going to delete it, because this is just one from collections. We can always get back whenever. Severance Enclosure is really fun to use, though, because it just creates big explosions with your hammer now. Alright.
With change comes opportunity. In studying this memory of Uldren Sov, a truer nature of the nightmares is revealed. They are born of darkness, and drawn to it like moths to a flame. Callus is such a fire. Through the Leviathan, Callus's mind reaches down to the lunar pyramid, forging the connection that draws the nightmares to him. And should that connection be severed,
we can stop Callus dead in his tracks before he causes any more damage. Your success with Crow isn't going to go unnoticed. Callus will push back. He may be doing so already. Recently, I've been visited in the H.E.L.M and elsewhere by one of the nightmares heirs bound to the crown. We need to push harder. I will be accompanying your next severance mission to weaken Callus's connection to the pyramid. You and I will get this done.
go to the Leviathan and harvest the necessary essence of the nightmares. We must enact the next ritual of severance before it is too late. And Guardian, keep watch over Zavala. As with Crow, the Commander may find confronting his past to be the most difficult mission he has ever faced.
Okay, so it is going to be Zavala we help out. Eris is returning with a plan. It's returning nightmares into memories, and we're using those useful memories to kind of like break his connection on the Leviathan. Yeah. So it's Zavala that's coming with us. It will be what it will be. We'll see what he does. I forget his biggest like regret or his biggest fear. I think it's implied that it was his wife, right? His wife. He feels bad for... did he abandon her? I don't remember the lore. I know there's some lore books about it, like, right now that I could read that, like, don't necessarily spoil what's gonna happen this week, but I think they were together, and he did something where he either abandoned her or he just gave up on her for something. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was. Wait, did I get bounties from the... Yeah, I got it. Okay.
The nightmares are converging in your location. Begin the harvest.
Sure. I mean, we'll have to do this regardless. Most likely the beginning mission is, like, join the Nightmare Hunt or something. Oh, come on. I can just stand here. How much damage from that does. Makes easy work of those dudes.
Magnificent.
Scythe for Titan is just a better burning wall.
Did you think it would be that simple?
I was gonna say it would be nice if those X-Men for once. Good job, me. Come on. Gotta love using this thing.
Another nightmare rises, but this one is stronger. Go and extinguish it.
grab this patrol up here. It's a lot farther away. I don't know. Why would Zavala be mad? Or why would Zavala not want to confront his nightmares? It seems odd that he wouldn't care about it. Like, Crow, he's haunted by his past for one reason or the other, because he doesn't like who he was when he was Ultron, but... what is Zavala so ashamed of? Is the real question. Again, some of the lore books kind of allude to what might have happened, but we'll see what happens.
They rise screaming, and they will fall the same.
Oh, I got something else. Dang it. Thought I got the patrol, but I guess that looks like I got just like I'm not getting that patrol. Aw, man. I need this. Again.
It is time. Light and dark align, turning into a burning recollection of terror. Seize that power and become a reaper of nightmares.
God. I hope we get to see Callus this season. That's what I'm also hoping for, too.
This nightmare relives the trauma of a guardian long since dead. Only violence will bring it the catharsis it yearns for.
I hope we get to see Callus, or that, like, Keitel, part of Keitel's story. I'm still thinking we're doing Keitel, for sure. But that part of Keitel's storyline is confronting not only Gaul, but a new father. I'm surprised her and her father, like, he's openly talking to us over the comms, but Keitel is not engaging with him in conversations for some reason, which is very odd. I think she would try to speak to him, her father. The duality dungeon kind of implies that he still has very strong feelings for his daughter still. These throwing hammers have really bad hit registration.
Out a powerful nightmare. See that it is destroyed.
Final sword, come on.
This nightmare is a snapshot of suffering.
Why isn't it
Only
omnical?
through
That's
inflicting more pain can we banish it from the Leviathan.
I got a precision hit with the hammer. I don't like that she laughs like that. Giving me bad vibes here. There we go. Restop. And use stuff for this.
Light bearers spill blood without any thought to how much they have in their own bodies. Do you even remember the last time you felt it leave you? Your deaths are usually so quick, almost effortless. You rise like a bird, snapping so easily back into flight. Someone should teach you pain, Guardian. Be humble.
Well, we take our immortality for granted? I mean, we kind of have to. Wouldn't make sense to have an immortal who was scared of dying. But like, we're not afraid of dying anymore. It's like, we need to teach you that you should always fear death no matter what. I'm like, yes and no. I shouldn't fear it if I literally cannot die unless I get really, really unlucky. I think I can just do the next mission, right? Was that literally it? Just do a public event to where, like, I get enough experience. I figured it was something close to that, so do a public event. I'm getting shot at. Just let them shoot. Oh yeah, just travel to the Underbelly and help Zavala. Alright. Guess that was really it. Let's use the LMG. Let's actually use TQs, and then let's use grenade launcher, whatever. Some weird stuff. Grief. Lingering dread. Font of wisdom, blend. I know it's already started, but I'm gonna give it a second. Hold on. Wait, I don't have anything that makes me charge with light, do I? No, I don't. But I guess being charged with light doesn't do anything, right? For me, no, not really. Font of light.
The second severance is at hand. We proceed as you wish, Commander. But whatever you hear, you must press forward.
Understood. Thank you, Eris.
Set your amplifiers. Sever Callus's connection. And tread carefully.
I see your new protege, Zavala. I wonder, have you told them what became of the last warrior you trained?
What does that imply? Like his son?
This construct is coded in the same spores found aboard the Glycon. Ikora says they could connect consciousness through the darkness.
Isn't it magnificent? The Leviathan was once my prison, but now we are one body. Its systems, my mind.
Is that so? Mechanical function is compromised, Guardian. It's harmless. Don't let him stall you.
I wouldn't dream of it. It is a unique delight to feel the Leviathan's inhabitants wriggling through my innards.
Yeah.
And when you do battle across my steely flesh, an unmatched sensation. Caress every dark reach you can find. In your futile journey, you will come to see things my way. You will lay down your arms and stay. On that night, I'll raise a chalice to your lips, and we will feast.
Yeah. It implies that he feels everything that happens to Leviathan now. That's super weird, but whatever. Ow. Oh, awesome. I literally barrel stuffed him with that grenade launcher, but the tracking on it was so bad that it just went straight to the right and came back and hit me instead. There we go. Oh.
Amplifier online. I'm detecting the commanders as well. As we learned with Crow, these devices will help. But our success hinges on resolving Zavala's inner demons.
Guardian, how can you trust Zavala when you keep secret the life he led before the city? I knew him before he was your commander. When he was young and boastful. We used to sit together, listening to the cicadas. He listens to them sometimes still.
They remind me of what I lost.
Focus, Zavala.
I am.
Why do you leave our names unspoken? Do the memories of that time pain you so much?
I mean, they can be painful memories, but do I trust him any less knowing that he kept a secret life from me? I mean, not really. It's his personal business. He doesn't need to tell me if he doesn't want to. I don't hold that against him. It's interesting to know. But yeah, he doesn't talk about it for a reason. Unlike Crow, like, his past isn't, like, it haunts him, but it haunts him for, like, a different reason. Not because he himself is, like, a terrible person, but just because, oh shit. Oh man. Oh god, the camera's working against me now. But no, I don't think anything less of it is what it is. Zavala has a personal life. He doesn't have to tell me anything about it. I mean, I don't think I'm probably his friend, but I'm not, like, close confidant. He doesn't need to tell me anything if he doesn't want to. Alright. But no, it doesn't make me think any less of him. Oh, crap. Oh, I was like, is there something underneath the water? No, there's not. Just death. Gotcha. Don't worry, Zavala. I don't think any different of you. It's not my business to know. It'd be nice if you told us, but I don't hold it against you.
Security lockdown lifted across all nearby bulkheads. You are clear to proceed.
Fire team, come in.
We are with you.
I was ambushed by Scorn and a horror I couldn't bring down. I couldn't reach you.
He is shaken. Zavala, tell them you are afraid. Confide in them. Why hide your feelings?
It doesn't matter how I feel.
That is why you will fail. You put your duty before your heart.
I mean, it's not a bad quality. He doesn't want to confide in us because there has to be, like, a certain level of detachment from your subordinates. You might have to sentence me to go and get myself killed, which he's kind of worried about anyways, so, like, you don't want to form personal connections if you can help it. That's, like, part of the burden of command. Something's blocking the path, so it's like a place of ritual amplifier. Oh, right here.
The phantoms trapped in this fetid hull sustain something that is growing. Zavala's nightmare is a part of it, but
Something is
each
growing.
amplifier further isolates her presence from Callus's hold.
I don't know if I like that. Something is growing inside of the Leviathan. I just reached in here. Oh crap.
Stay with me a little longer. Life moved on around us, but We can wait here for a moment.
You chose to move when you could have stayed.
Safi,
Don't. You have made your choice.
go on ahead. I'll find my own way.
I don't know. It's harder when it's like your wife you lose. I was gonna say you should be okay. There's like set ritual amplifier. There's like 2 prompts here, like detecting residence, set ritual amplifier. I want to see what happens when I prompt the other prompt. Hold on a second. Back up away.
Final amplifier set. I must be seeing things. The Scorn are wearing... Impossible. The House of Devils is gone.
Your eyes deceive you. Don't be fooled. You've reached the Severance site, Commander. The Guardian is closing on your position.
The brave Zavala holds his offering in clenched fingers. Afraid to lose the pain he has kept close for so long.
It's all I have left.
You hoard our memory like a starving animal hoards bones, and call that reverence.
I mourned. I begged for your forgiveness. What more can I do?
Speak our names. Release us.
Oh, he doesn't want to let the memory of his kid and wife go. That's part of his pain. But he has to just let them go. And it's like, what, the one thing you have from her is, what, a pair of chopsticks? I don't think I need anything here, but we'll try rallying anyways.
Guardian.
Hi to you too, boss.
You said you mourned our deaths, Zavala. Stood at our graves, cried out in prayer to your traveler.
For a long time.
What good did it do? No ghosts found us. Instead, the traveler gave the light to your enemies.
It's not that simple.
It is that simple. That abandoner deserves your duty more than me, more than our son. It is why you left us both to die alone.
Don't use him like that. I chose you. I tried to give it away.
You killed him, as much as the Fallen did. You wove your gallantry into his bones. My son's killers should meet.
He wanted to be like his dad, a hero, but, I mean, there's a difference. He's immortal, he can't die. are you hiding?
Manifest from the Harvester.
I'm coming. It's not. It doesn't sound like he's suffering like Crow is. He's a little bit stronger than Crow. He might just not want to let go because he's doesn't want to miss out on his past life. He still holds it very dear to his heart, I guess.
Away from me!
Strength, Zavala. See through your guilt. A dreadful blade manifests from the Harvester.
He doesn't want to let go. That's the problem. That's what's keeping him afraid. I guess he wants to be more than his duty, I guess, is what he's worried about.
Blame. We cannot proceed until he finds forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You share meals with fallen behind your walls after what they took.
Oh, yeah.
This new life dishonors your old one. It dishonors your son.
Hakim.
Your true family wouldn't torment you. This is your grief, Zavala.
My husband is not a liar, and I am speaking his words. He knows what he is.
A hollow man leading others to die. For a silent god.
Enough. Guardian, bring the commander back before any more damage is done.
Oh, he's losing faith in his purpose. That's the problem, too. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't understand why the Traveler chose, like, the Hive before it chose, like, him, like, a devoted servant of his family. Or, of, like, family of... I mean, he doesn't understand why the Traveler would choose the Hive versus choosing his family to be resurrected, even though he's, like, a devoted follower of the Traveler. And he wants to full force believe in what it's doing. But it makes him question his faith, and it sucks when that happens. and she was like, no ghosts ever came to resurrect us. We just kind of stayed dead. And it's like I don't know why you trust that abandoner more than your family. I was like, oh man, that's cutting pretty deep.
Underway.
Oh, Hollow Denial comes with killing Tally? Jesus. And explosive payload, which is not bad.
Check.
I'll probably just infuse this into something. Let's infuse it into the pulse rifle. Do I have a trace rifle with me? I do not. This has incandescence. Defeating a target starts scorch those ones. More powerful combatants or opposing guardians start scorch in a larger radius. That's actually not too bad. I might actually use this over Trustee, just because Trustee, I mean, it's good for like energy regen, but I think I'd rather have that. In Hollow Denial, it's just killing Tally. I didn't even know it could come with killing Tally. That's pretty cool.
Let me know next time you want to watch some Crucible feeds. I have my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, Zavala's, it sucks because he just blames himself for not being good enough to protect his family. And it makes him question his faith when his family was never resurrected. Like, the Traveler just left them dead. And he doesn't like talking about his family, and part of the Ghost's method of hurting him is, like, you don't speak about our names or anything like that. Are you ashamed of you not doing better?
A hollow man, leading others to die. For a silent god. Is that what I've become? Have the years whittled away my nerve? I was convinced that seeing her might make things easier. That her absence cuts deeper than her presence. But they are equally sharp. Safiyah. She wants me to speak her name, to confide my feelings in you. What good does it do? Go and see Eris. I'll tell her you're coming. She'll know what to say.
He's ashamed of his... No, he's not ashamed of his family, but he just, like, it hurts him, but he doesn't understand, like, why should I tell you about her? It doesn't make a difference as far as, like, she's dead. It's my old life, it doesn't matter. But, like, it kind of matters still. You want to be able to confide in people and talk to them about your family. Yes, you've made mistakes, but you don't want to, like, dwell on them. And like he was saying before, like, I thought me agreeing to this operation, being able to see her would ease some of the pain, but no, it just makes it just that much worse. And, like, yeah, it kind of does. More or less he's telling us to go confide in Eris. His faith is shaken as far as what he's doing and what he believes in, and, like, that's fine.
This is humanity. Get the job done.
Speaker.
I always wondered, are Guardians even capable of having children? Like, are we, like, sterile? I know the Traveler wouldn't, like, care if we bred an army, but it seems kind of weird that it's never been brought up as far as I know in the lore. Like, Guardians, like, quote-unquote, can't have children, so what is it, like an adopted son, I'm assuming? There's never been an instance of a Guardian having a kid. I don't think. Maybe we could have kids with other Guardians if we really wanted to, but I don't think we can biologically have more children. Because what, do they come with their own ghosts or something? Hi, Eris. Where have you been hiding?
Zavala will not speak to you of his regrets.
Word.
But I will not let him bear them alone. Here, listen closely. Whispers and confessions as I have heard them. He would tell it differently, but memory clings so loosely to the truth. I will share what I know. Before the Vanguard, before the city, there was a woman. Her name was Safiyah, and she was a surgeon. She came to Lord Saladin's gates, offering her skills in exchange for shelter. Zavala was his protege then. He had been taught his purpose, and he followed it without question. She maddened him. He infuriated her. But respect grew to admiration, and admiration to love. Does it surprise you that Zavala loved? She was meticulous and gentle, strong-willed, stubborn, fearless. It began with an infant, orphaned in a fallen raid. Saladin had taught Zavala duty, war, and the light. But Safiyah showed him that he was more than an instrument of violence. She had one life, and she would share it with him. They called the boy Hakim. And he called Zavala father. In his joy, Zavala thought to abandon the light, as he had abandoned Saladin's ways. That joy ended as it began, with their son. When Hakim followed his father into battle, Zavala could not protect him, and Safiyah could not save him. Hakim died in his mother's arms. Zavala wanted her forgiveness, but she knew there was nothing to forgive. And that giving up the light would be no absolution for him. They returned to the lives they once led. She found love again. She had a daughter. And when Safiyah passed, he asked her to forgive him. Through each generation, he mourned. He asked for their forgiveness. And still, he has not found it.
Oh, man. I wonder where they're buried is another thing, too. Like, did he have their bodies, like, exhumed and moved to the city if they were buried out in the middle of frickin' nowhere? But, yeah, I mean, he tried to... That's kind of like the caveat, kind of like the double-edged sword of finding love when you are a guardian, just because you better hope that the person you want to be with is, also a guardian. Being immortal really does help at the end of the day. But... unfortunately, there'll just be that time where you'll unfortunately have to say bye to them just because they die from old age and you stay the same and, like, the years just don't affect you at all. And yeah, him losing his son that sucks, but, I mean, he regrets trying to abandon the life, and the life kind of kept following him. Kind of like a classic John Wick scenario where he tried to be just a normal dude with a normal family, and just the drama just followed him, and he didn't want it to follow him, and he would have abandoned the light if he could, but he couldn't. Like, once you have it, it's yours. Like, there's no abandoning the light unless your ghost is killed, and he's not gonna lay hands on his, like, more or less what he would consider his friend. So it just happened, and yep, his son saw him as a warrior of the light, and he wanted to be like his dad, and unfortunately it got him killed, and he wanted his wife's forgiveness for this situation, but like the story says, there's nothing to forgive. It just happened, and like, abandoning the light would not give him peace, so he just went back to his old ways, and she remarried and had a kid and died, and still asks for their forgiveness, and he still doesn't get it now. It sucks.
Zavala's wounds run deeper than he allows us to see. The lengths he has gone to cut himself off from his heart is familiar. It is through accepting what we cannot change where we find the strength to move forward. We grieve, we move, and we grow. Zavala only knows grief. But perhaps there is hope in others, in the council of friends and family. There is no running from his truth any longer. The past is laid bare, and so too the commander's heart. Resume your patrols aboard the Leviathan, Guardian, and I will see what can be done elsewhere.
Zavala's wounds run deeper than he allows us to see. She understands his pain and his unwillingness to reach out to others to help. But in the same respect, she knows that he must in order to move beyond the past that haunts him. And that's it for the week, I guess, for the time being. But yeah, just gotta wait now. I mean, it sucks, for sure, especially when he wants to, move on, but he doesn't also want to let go. Eris kind of feels the same way with her old fire team. She wants to move on, but she doesn't want to let go, but she'll very slowly have to do it. You don't want to, but you have to. We could focus deep sight weapons now, but I want to see if there's anything I'm really close to getting done. Callus mini tool. We should probably try to get a Beloved, just because we're almost done with Beloved. Or Hollow Denial. Let's try Hollow Denial and see if I can get a deep-sighted one. It's a roll of the dice, but we'll see. I have Legendary Shards to spare now. Come on, baby! Aw. Alright, whatever. We tried. But no, I mean, that's it for the week. Weekly missions are done now, for now. Again, we'll just have to give Zavala time to process his grief, and hopefully he'll learn to... get over it. I'm hoping he does. He just needs to learn to just accept what happened, and that confiding in his friends and family about his old life might give him a little bit of peace, but, I mean, that's pretty much it. Aldrin is still just hanging out here, like the weirdo. We don't talk to him, he just stands there. Let's see what the
Hey, Commander. How you holding up?
I've been better. Sounds like you have too.
Yeah. Pretty tore up inside. Any little thing sets me off. Might have said some hurtful stuff to somebody who didn't deserve it.
We've all been at our worst. When we're hurt, when we're afraid, we all fall apart.
Feels like I'm held together by duct tape and spit lately.
The last few weeks have opened up some old wounds. Reminded me of important people I've lost. My wife, my son.
Yeah. I know that kind of hurt. Other way around, though. I still think about my folks, but I can't really remember their voices anymore.
I can't remember Hakeem's voice either. I try so hard.
You want to tell me about him? Your wife?
Someday. Not today. Not yet.
Want some company down in your office anyway? We don't have to talk. Maybe we just sit.
I'd like that. Thank you, Amanda.
Ain't nothing. It's what family does.
Yeah, Zavala, you still got family. Don't worry about it. Safiyah implies, too, that we are Zavala's protege, just as much as, like, Crow is Saladin's protege or whatever. But, yeah, Amanda, what the hell, dude? You lash out against Crow like if it's his freaking fault. It's not his fault. I'm glad to know that you're at least self-aware to know that, I'm glad to know that you are at least self-aware enough to know that, hey, I kind of said some really hurtful things to him that were probably uncalled for. And maybe I should apologize to him. Just maybe. Yeah, Amanda, you probably should apologize to him. You jerk. Don't be mean to my boy like that. He didn't deserve it. He didn't do anything wrong. His only mistake is that he likes you a lot, and that he didn't want to hurt you. Just like Zavala liked his family a lot too, and he didn't want to hurt them either. And again, I think that Crow and Amanda are probably a little bit more than just friends. I think they're actually, like, maybe secretly into each other. But again, Crow will have to learn from Zavala's example that, like, hey, having a mortal wife or love interest isn't always going to pan out, just because, hey, guess what? She's eventually going to die someday. And you'll have to be prepared to live with the hurt that will cause. Just be prepared. These synaptic spears are still here. I wonder if, like, the Reaper weapon will be added to this, like, little collection of, like, what are they called? They're not called ritual weapons. They're called, like, artifact weapons? No, they're not called artifact weapons either. What are they called? They're called, like, I don't know. It's gonna bug me now. What is it called? They're not called ritual or artifact weapons. They're called, God, what are they called? They're called, not ritual, artifact. Are they called artifact weapons? I think it might be right. I don't know. But anyways, yep, that's the week. We gotta wait until next week until see what happens. I guess we're gonna have to find out whether or not... I mean, Zavala probably will move past his grief, but you have to confide in people now, yo. You have to let them know how you're feeling. Don't hide it. Doesn't help anymore. Just get it all out in the open, talk about it, be strong enough to talk about it, and just, we'll see what happens.